Not since the GOAT Fixed Odds itself came back with the vengeance have I had this much fun with a solar type of weapon, at least a legendary one. And this thing's an auto rifle. Kind of funny. Now, we all knew prior to the final shape launching that this thing was going to be at the bare minimum unique. And in today's video, we're going to go ahead and talk about it, look at its perk pool, and talk about why this thing might make your way into your loadouts. So the No Hesitation is a Pale Heart weapon. So if you want to go ahead and get it, do some overthrows, get those Pale Heart Ingrams, level up your Ghost, and unlock the ability to focus these weapons, and it'll be yours in no time. Now, we all know that this is a new type of frame for auto rifles, the support frame. The support frame is a flexible and agile frame capable of healing allies and hurting foes, harming targets, builds a restorative charge, and then hip firing at allies with this weapon while it is charged will heal them. And rapid healing increases the weapon damage and bestowing restoration to your allies. That's just in the frame. That means at bare minimum, that is what this weapon will be doing. However, they didn't just bring a new frame without new perks, and you'll see in this perk pool, there is some juice here. So let's go ahead, pull this bad boy up, and look at it. As you can see, there are some very good and notable perks, along with some new perks here as well. We will start in the third column with one of the new perks. Physic, rapidly healing allies, grants restoration to you and your allies. And let me tell you, this is ×2 resto. At least the enhanced version is. And I'm just going to go ahead and say it right now. If you're going to use this auto rifle, I 1 million% recommend that you use Physic on it in the third column. Being able to have quite literally restoration on demand, as long as you are playing with at least one other person, is going to be very useful, especially if you're not on solar, in which you don't have nearly as easy of access to ×2 restoration. It's going to provide very, very welcomed healing to keep you up and running. I love this perk. You also have other perks like Subsistence, that's always good, Demolitionist, Overflow, and you have the new perk Strategist. Final blows with this weapon generate class ability energy. Activating your class ability briefly improves this weapon stability. Look, man, I love Demo, I love Overflow, but if you're gonna run a support frame auto rifle meant to help heal your allies and keep them up along with yourself, you're gonna run Physic all day, every day. Now let's look at the fourth column. Okay, of course you have your good old Incandescent. We have Tried and True Frenzy. Good old Frenzy. Rapidly healing allies grants this weapon a period of increased damage. So when you heal your allies, you now get a damage buff for your auto rifle. Thank you. I like that. You always definitely want to try and get a damage perk, at least in my opinion, just to help the weapon pack a little bit more of a punch. And since you're using a weapon that is literally medic or solar 3.0 in a gun, new and improved, getting a damage buff from healing all your allies is very much so welcomed. And then you also have things like Desperate Measures and Surrounded to round it out. Now in the thumbnail, yeah, we got Physic and Circle of Life. That's the role that I'm gonna recommend you use. However, there are so many good perks and perk combinations on this auto rifle that I don't feel like you're pigeonholed into it. Although I do feel like Physic is just by far and away the best one to use in column 3. I'm serious, bro. That ×2 resto for healing your allies on demand on any subclass is pretty awesome. And then it does have the dealer's choice, which is the Pale Heart weapons origin trait. Final blows with this weapon grant a small amount of super energy. Equipping multiple weapons from the Pale Heart increases this effect. Not too bad. Always take a little bit of extra super energy. Why not? Now, I do have to say, as much as I really enjoy using this weapon, it is entirely useless in solo content. Meaning, if you are a solo player, you can skip this weapon. However, if you play with anybody at all, on a consistent basis, or any group activities in this game, I want you to definitely at least consider giving this auto rifle a try. I'm not here to say that it's better than any solar hand cannon or anything like that, but the fact that it serves an entirely unique role that only this weapon can truly fill gives it some value. It's got a great selection of perks, the frame on itself is pretty darn good, and it does more damage than your typical 600 frame auto rifle would. Now, something that they did to kind of, I guess, counteract it a little bit is that this weapon is not a hit scan weapon. The projectiles that this weapon shoots do have a travel time speed similar to something like Ostia Striga, so just keep in mind if you're having to shoot something that's at a far away, it's gonna take a little bit of time for the bullets to get there, okay? Just heads up on that. But outside of that, dude, if you're playing in a group setting, it's one of my favorite weapons in the game. Serious. It's basically infinite healing grenades, touch of flame healing grenades, because you're giving ×2 resto to your teammates. And yeah, if you are on a solar subclass, you will infinitely be proccing Ember of Benevolence like nobody's business. Of course, there are some other banger of Pale Heart weapons out there, but this is definitely the one that I wanted to cover first, and then I'm probably going to cover the call later soon as well, because I love rocket pistols. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on the No Hesitation support frame ×2 resto blessing auto rifle down in the comments below, along with your favorite Pale Heart weapon that you've been playing around with so far. The day 1 raid is tomorrow, and I know everybody is excited about it. We're all prepping, and if you're a support type of player, definitely consider getting this pattern. It's not going to clear out ads like a Sunshot will, but it serves its role flawlessly. Thank you so much for watching the video, guys. Y'all be safe, take care, consider subscribing. See you beautiful faces in the next one. Peace out.